One of his biggest problems is this hopper right here. Heidi and I were talking for a few minutes, and in that little quick conversation we had, he must have gotten out of the excavator 3 times to work on this.
And it's plugging even before he's getting up there to shovel it, right? So nothing's going up that belt. And then those Hungarians are a big problem.
Shut it. Got a rock stuck in it? Well, it stopped spinning. Might have just finally plugged up.
Right here, there's a rock on that tail wheel. It's got it pushed up into your hopper.
I run over and hit the shut-off on the hydraulic pump, otherwise we'd have tore a belt out or broke something. It's a good thing Bryce is paying attention.
But that's not the first time this has happened. We had to stop, that way we don't tear the belt or break something off. It's crucial.
Replacing the custom feed belt would take weeks, leaving the weights without a working wash plant.
There's a lot of things to do on this little plant. It's never gonna be a race car, but I tell you what, we can make it a hell of a lot faster.
That was it, last bucket.
Well, let's take a look at the sluice box.
Let's see if there's any gold in it. I hate to say it, but I'm blind, but I'm not seeing any gold in it.
No, sir. Typically it is tough to find it.
Right there.
Oh.
Seeing that nugget that far down there, Juan.
Yeah, it's not good, Fred.
It's not good.
Down here.
Yeah, it shouldn't be
That
there.
should have been up at the very top.
Especially one that size.
If a sluice box works correctly, bigger, heavier gold nuggets should settle at the very top and lighter, finer gold near the bottom.
Well, you guys want to finish cleaning this up?
Sounds good.
And we'll meet you for the weigh-in.
Sounds great.
Yep, we'll weigh it up.
I think he's got multiple problems here, Fred. That nugget was fairly sizable. That should have been caught right on that first riffle.
Yeah, it's a 5-gram nugget.
And it worked its way down, what, 3 feet?
Yeah, it shouldn't be there. We can make their plant more efficient, but we can't put gold in the ground.
Yeah. Hopefully this isn't the one that beats us, Fred.
Yeah.
So is this the last of it?
This is the last of it.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see what we got.
I think I got something in here to show Freddy and Juan that they're going to be excited about.
In Montana's Lewis Mountains,
It's looking good. Lots of nice little chunks of gold in there. The nugget factor is real.
Yeah, but sometimes nuggets give you a false hope.
miners Heidi and Bryce must pull in 1.5 ounces worth of gold a day to leave suburban life behind and realize their gold mining dream.
Gold fever is a real thing, and I 100% have it, because there's really nothing like pulling that nugget out of the pan, for sure.
I'd love to get out of the daily grind, you know, dealing with all the people that make your life a living hell. Come up here and just dig, 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 and don't have to worry about nothing other than finding gold.
Well, the gold that he brought out looks good.
It's beautiful. Well, let's weigh it up. There's that big nugget. What do you think it weighs?
8 grams.
You already weighed it?
No, it's not weighed.
It's a game we all play.
Yeah.
0.30. Yeah, it's 8 grams. 0.27. Yeah. Well, there's a 1/4 of an ounce just in that one nugget.
Pretty dang good.
That's
Yeah.
pretty amazing.
Here we go. .62.
It's a good run.
Yep.
That's a good run.
It's not
Dang
bad.
good run.
0.62 ounces for 4 hours of running is worth roughly $1,100.
Well, I think if we take the nugget out and weigh, that's more of an accurate representation of what we would average find. We really rely on the small gold, but when we find
Yeah.
those nuggets,
Yeah.
it really does make or break the
Bonus.
run.
Without their rare nugget find, the weights have just 0.3 ounces, worth around $500.
Heidi and Bryce understand that the gold's going to be spotty in this valley. It's chunky gold, very few finds, so you can dig in one spot and probably get an ounce, and then very little gold from then on out until you hit another hot spot. But I want to teach them how to get on the right material so they know what to dig in the future after we leave. Miner Juan's worries we won't find one next time that big.
Yeah.
Because that's half your weight almost.
Yeah.
I mean, that nugget is awesome, but it's not always realistic.
Yeah.
Let us go back and talk amongst ourselves, try to come up with some ideas, and we'll present them to you guys.
Well, be
You
easy
know
on
the
us.
deal.
Be easy on us.
What do you think, Wano?
Well, I really think we need to focus on that hopper, Freddie.
I agree with you.
It's not unrealistic to say that just by fixing that, we'll increase his gold by 25%.
It's just plugging solid.
So what do you think over here, Fred? I'm thinking maybe we could build a vibrator.
I like it.
I'd really like to put it on the back because that's where it's getting clogged up, be able to knock that material down.
So if we reinforce that, on this conveyor here's just puking material all the time underneath there. So if we come in there, we put a piece of slip rubber underneath it going forward so that material can't back out of there.
But here in the sluice box, he's got those hydraulic riffles.
Spread out too far for one. These holes we're plugging up. Just change the top, let's say 2 feet of these riffles, and then leave the other hydraulics, because he built those, he's proud of them.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to take that away from him.
No.
To stop the hopper clogging up, Freddy and Juan will attach a vibrator, adding chain binders connected to the grizzly belt. The combined kinetic energy will keep the pay dirt moving, allowing Bryce to run more material through the plant. To prevent rock jams in the feed conveyor, a custom-fit rubber strip will block off the gap between hopper and belt. Finally, they'll install brand new riffles to capture each rare nugget in the spotty pay dirt.
My worry, though, is half the weight of that whole cleanup was one nugget.
Well, that's scary, Freddie.
There's going to be a lot of gold left here. It's just going to be a bit harder for Bryce and Heidi to find it.
With just 48 hours before they must leave for their next rescue, Juan gets to work.
You know, it's kind of an awkward spot, but it's a good thing that I'm really small, so I fit in these tight spots. Right now, the hopper's not working properly. Every third or fourth bucket, Bryce has to get in there and knock it all loose. We're gonna put a big vibrator on the back of this. When we put these bolts in for the vibrator, we gotta make sure that we put a bunch of Loctite in there because it is vibrating, so it'll actually walk the bolts loose. One more bolt to tighten up and it's done. There it is.